Welcome to 6D Mood Mastery Quick Start. Whether you're someone searching for their dreams or have a business to take to the next level, this is the place to be to give you that winning edge. Hi, I'm Gail Marie and I've been helping others through my counselling for 22 years. In this time, I've seen many people struggling with their demons, from abuse and unhappiness to divorce and death. But through all of that, there was a common thread down the path of turbulence. It was their mood. Most had ended up on the sharp rocks of life because they didn't understand the power of their own mood. This is the first in a series of 3 videos where I'll be teaching you how to use mood mastery to pave the path to your dreams. I didn't always know how to manage my mood, let alone master it. I stumbled through life in my teens being told by one person after another that I had a bad attitude. I thought I'd been born this way and that this was my lot in life. That made my attitude even worse because I had so many dreams and aspirations, yet I had no way of reaching them. Nobody ever told me I could change it. In my 20s I tried changing and being nice, but found it difficult because inside I still felt discouraged and judgmental, but on the outside I was smiling. It didn't seem to matter how nice I was. People responded to me as if I was inauthentic, and I was still very unhappy, so I became despondent. I desperately wanted to feel good, to stop this avalanche of deprecating thoughts. I used to wish upon a star every night just to be happy. I didn't know what happiness looked like, but I knew it didn't feel empty like this. I really wanted to get away from the pain of the thoughts and emotions I was feeling. I thought that being somewhere else could do that, so I moved around a lot. Meeting new people gave me relief for a time, but as the saying goes, you take yourself with you. It wasn't for another 20 years after I became a spiritual counsellor that I discovered that all my moods were for a reason. Sure, my training taught me that emotions were important, but for all the wrong reasons. By this time, I'd done a lot of work on my own attitude, and now it was time to really design my life. I discovered that every mood was communication between my higher or inner self and where I was in relation to where I wanted to be. The more I dug, the clearer it became, and the evidence showed itself in my life all around me. The goal of this quick start is to show you the critical things you need to know to pave a path to your dreams. That is, to incorporate your life with your purpose, because that's when your dreams unfold. Life becomes so much easier and you're really happy, even if you've never been happy before. Here's what I learned that I want to share with you. Understanding your mood is simple. Realizing how it affects your life is easy too, but designing your future and mastering your mood, well, it takes a little practice. Mood mastery is rather like tuning an instrument. Most people either won't know when it's out of tune or they don't know how to tune it when it is. You become a master tuner of your own life. The instrument is your life and the tuning fork is your emotions. Many people go through life not knowing that their life has been out of tune for a very long time, so they wonder why their music sounds off-key and doesn't get the response they want. When you master your mood, you begin to pick up the subtleties of being off-key and retune before they even affect your life. This is how you master your mood and design a life you love. There are 3 steps to be covered over the next 3 videos. In video 1, I'll talk about the importance of your mood and how it impacts your life. Video 2, how mood connects to others in your life. And in video 3, how to measure your mood and design a future you love. When you gain a clear understanding of this simple process, then you can design a life you love, and it spans all areas in your life. Love, health, money, relationships and business, there are no exceptions. So let's dig in. In the first video we're going to focus on the importance of your mood and how it impacts your life. So what is a mood? A mood is an emotion. It changes often. In fact, your mood can change so frequently that you've probably experienced 5 to 7 different moods before you leave the house in the morning. Are you aware of any of them? Do you need to be? I say yes, because knowing your mood is more important than listening to your own thoughts. There are 3 stages of mood impact. Stage 1, your mood is the first indicator of how you're travelling. Stage 2 is your reflection in your life. And stage 3 is the impact in your physical life. The first is subtle, the second is louder, and the third really grabs your attention. They're indicators of your mood. It's good to recognise these warning signs early so that they don't get louder. This is the burgeoning time of change, and it's the pivotal place you'll become aware of to master your moods. You have about 68 seconds to recognise a mood before it becomes dominant in your life. When this happens, it gathers momentum and moves to the next stage. The second stage is reflection. People will come into your life and reflect your mood back to you. There is a misconception that a reflection is about another person, but it's always about how we feel about someone else. It's not about them at all. For instance, I've been in a shopping centre and people walk past me and smile for seemingly no reason. But when I take notice, I realise I'm happy. I'm thinking thoughts that are happy and I have a smile on my face. They aren't reflecting my smile, they're reflecting my happiness. It doesn't even mean that they're happy people, but it does mean they were in the vicinity of my happiness. Does that mean there are only happy people around? Of course not. But the others aren't looking at me. They don't even see me. I could be invisible to them. Another scenario that happened is that I was feeling stressed and a question popped up in a social media group. It's not my group. I'm one of 11,000 people, so I answered the question and moved on. Within a minute, I got a response and had a look. This woman was not happy with my response to her question and said so. Because of the mood I was in, I spelled it out to her. I didn't hear any more. It's not about the confrontation, because I'm okay with people not agreeing with me. It was a response to how I was feeling though. When I looked at some of the other answers to her question, I could see that many of them were similar to mine, but she hadn't responded to them in the same way. Why not? Because I reflected her. I matched her mood and she heard my answer. What was my reflection? My reflection was, if I want a favourable response, then I need to feel loving when I answer. So I knew I had to change my mood. None of these examples are designed to make you feel like something has gone wrong. They're merely reflections of where your mood is at this time. The reason the reflection comes into view is so that you can say, yes, I'll have more of this, or no, I think I'll change my mood right now. Because this reflection stage doesn't come into effect straight away, you need to have developed some momentum before this attraction can occur. That's why you get about 68 seconds before the momentum begins to build. Momentum is like a neon sign that advertises to those looking. Those who match it will find it. You can guarantee that. If you decide not to change your dominant mood during reflection, then the third stage is feeling it in your physical life. That could be through illness, anything from stubbing a toe to a car accident. It could be impacted by a stock market crash. You could lose your house, a job, your marriage. There are many examples of mood misalignment that we blame on outside effects and influences. But the reason it's happening to you is because the message is clear. Change your path by changing your mood. If you don't change your path at stage 3, well, you'll get more of the same. It will become like Groundhog Day. This is why we say you create your own reality, because your moods are directly influencing what comes into your life. And you'll stay in this stage 3 until you change your dominant mood. So what's the difference between a mood and a dominant mood? We usually only catch our moods when they're positive or negative, but there are so many more that are giving us indicators of our direction in life. Our dominant mood is the one we hang around in. It's the one that sticks. It usually begins small and then, like a snowball charging down a mountain, gets bigger and bigger. And the first sign to catch is whether we're smiling or frowning. That's stage 1. Your dominant mood is what impacts your everyday life and sets up what's to come in your future. Now, one important note. You're not a failure if you don't catch your mood in stage 1. Now at this point, the big question is, should I be able to just feel great all the time when I control my mood? Am I never going to feel negative emotions again? And the answer is no. But there's more to this that you need to know about, because believe it or not, every mood contributes to your happiness. Each becomes a stepping stone to giving you that winning edge in your own life. In the next video, we're going to cover the effect others have on our mood and how to alleviate that huge problem. I'll also show you how to use your own inner guidance system, which is really important because it's the difference between putting obstacles in your own path or creating opportunities you love. But right now, I want to know a little more about you. What does having the winning edge mean to you? How will it change your life to pave your path to happiness and your dreams? Just leave a comment below and reply to this email, and I'll talk to you next time.